Alright guys, so today we're going to be trying out the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, and this is what it looks like. This is in the shade number 8. It's medium. I first thought, just based on the pictures, that it would be too dark for me, and I was having some regrets about buying it in that color, but it worked out. So I'm just going to take a beauty blender and I'm going to apply this, and I just have on moisturizer. I didn't use a primer today. So I have been wearing this foundation, and let me tell you guys that I have a love-hate relationship with this. I really love the way it looks on the skin. I like that it's medium coverage. You can build it up slightly, but I find that when you do build it up, it just picks itself up and it removes the product from your skin, so you really have to work hard at it. But once you get it on, it really is beautiful. My other issue is that applying it with a beauty blender, it lifts the product. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it doesn't look smooth or evenly applied. And applying it with a foundation brush isn't any better. So it is a little bit of a challenging foundation. I'm going to take this brush, and already I can see that it's removing the product. Like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with it because I really do like it, but it's very difficult to like get to stay on or apply evenly. So I took more, and I'm just going to work this into this brush, and I find that you get the best results when you use more. I hate to say that because typically when you're applying makeup, less is more, and then you can build it up. But in this case, the thicker the layer, the better, because then you're able to really get a nice even application. And even though you're applying it with a brush or a sponge or whatever, you are not going to remove the coverage. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like. It looks really glowy, natural. I can still see that there's some unevenness. I'm just going to take, no, I don't know if you guys can see, so doing that, I'm lifting and leaving marks. I have been wearing, I'm going to just take my fingers. I have been wearing this foundation, okay, I have. And what I'm going to tell you guys is that, I'm just going to use my hands. I know that this is not a foundation that I would repurchase, and it's really because of how difficult it is to get this foundation to work. It just moves so much. It never really sets, it never clings to the skin, and it's annoying to have to do so much to try and get even coverage. I don't know how I've managed, because in the mornings when I have been wearing it, I don't know why or at least I feel like it hasn't given me, you know what, I think it's that I really like this foundation, and I want to think that I've made it work to some extent, but truth be told, every time that I put it on, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I don't like it. So it is a problem, but with my fingers I've managed to get even coverage and for it to look smooth. So we're just going to move on to concealer, and I'm going to be using the Shape Tape in Tan. To set my eyes, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier my secret brightening powder. And I'm just going to quickly set my eyes. Now to set my face, I'm going to be taking my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder Setting Powder. And this is nice because it has the little sifter. You can turn it and then you get your product out. I like to put the cap back on just get some powder onto the actual lid. And I'm going to use this Bare Minerals brush. So I'm just going to take this and then push it into the skin. Because again, if I just go in and start dragging it, it's going to move my foundation. So I'm just going to place it and then buff it. It's almost like you have to set the powder or the liquid first before you can actually go in with a powder. I know it's definitely a high maintenance foundation, and if you guys have used it and if you're thinking like you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about, please educate me, because I do really enjoy the foundation. I feel like it is a great foundation. It's pretty, it's just hard to work with, but once you have it on, it doesn't look like you have makeup on, and that's what I'm enjoying. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back and done with my makeup. It is officially 7:44 and this is what the final foundation and powder looks like. And like I told you guys, I do like this. I really enjoy the actual finish of it. I like the way it looks. I feel like it's really lightweight. You don't feel it on the skin, but it's just such a hassle to get on. But once it's on, it looks good and I like it. So I am going to check in with you guys through the day. It is again 7:44 a.m. and I like it. So I will check back and we'll see how it wears. Alright guys, it is now 11:56 and this is what the foundation is looking like. As you guys can tell, it's really dewy. It looks like beautiful, healthy, luminous skin. The center of my face is slightly glowier than the rest of my face, and my nose looks a little bunched up. I don't know why, but I have to say, so far I think it looks really beautiful and natural, and it has decent coverage. It's not full coverage by any means, but it's beautiful nonetheless. And I will check back with you guys later today. Alright guys, I am done with today. It is 6:56 p.m. and I've had enough of my makeup. It looks really good. It looks really good, but I will tell you guys that after about 5 hours, I get super shiny in my T-zone, and what I end up doing is taking my Charlotte Tilbury powder and just dusting it on my face. And I didn't realize I was doing that because I'm like, I know I like this foundation. I hate the fact that a sponge doesn't work, and that really the only thing that will allow for this to apply beautifully is using my hands. So if you are not a fan of using your hands for foundation, I would tell you that you're probably not going to be a fan of the Magic foundation. And I hope that maybe you guys have a trick for me, because I just don't understand why I can't make it work. Really, I'm just finding that the best tool for me is my hands. Okay, so I have some creasing around my smile lines, a little bit of bunching on the sides of my nose, but the foundation is still on. I just had dinner. And everything still looks really good and even. You see my blush is still on. Everything is still on. It looks really pretty. It looks like skin. But again, I don't think I would repurchase this.